Alright folks, just catching up here. Again, I've been doing one or two hard modes, a little bit of PvP, trying to gear up. I did get my very first piece of Kalamai gear. I got it as... Remember how I mentioned the end boss of each hard mode drops a... I forget, it's called Broken or Unbound something. Unbound Kalamai something, and it's for a specific class, like Sith Inquisitor, Sith Warrior, whatever. And then you can turn that in based on whatever your advanced class and your spec is. So I turned that in because I was, well, actually there was two Sith Sorcerers in the group, and I guess the other guy either had it or didn't want it. So I got it, and I got my first Kalamai Force Kalamai item. It's Kalamai Force Mystics Gloves. It's 116 Endurance, 93 Willpower, 53 Crit, 48 Surge. Definitely a big upgrade from what I had. Just as a quick reminder, the stat bonuses, or the set bonuses rather, 2 pieces reduces cooldown of Innervate by 1.5 seconds. Innervate's the channeling heal, so that makes that the cooldown 1.5 seconds faster, which will definitely be nice. 1.5 seconds doesn't sound like a lot, but it's definitely quite a bit. 4-piece set bonus increases my total force by 50, which is also pretty nice. I would honestly rather have something else. If I'm managing my force properly, I shouldn't run out of it. We actually had a wipe near the end, which was honestly my fault because I ran out of force. I wasn't managing my force properly, so we did wipe, and I do blame myself totally for that one. But anyway, yeah, you really shouldn't be having force problems. Anyway, if you're not familiar with how set bonuses work, you'll see here, I can't really move the mouse and do it, but if you'll see here, you'll see it says Ricotta Force Mystics Gear 1 of 5, and you'll see it says Ricotta Force Mystics Robe, Boots, Gloves, Headgear, and Lower Robe. If I have 2 items, I get the 2 set bonus, which is the reducing the cooldown of Innervate by 1.5 seconds. Doesn't matter what those 2 pieces are, it's any 2 pieces. If I get any 4 pieces, I get that 4 set bonus, which is the 50. So if I get the robe, boots, gloves, and headgear, I can get the 50. If I get the lower robe, that's 5 pieces total, and then I decide, you know what, I find a better headgear and replace it, I still get to keep the 4 set bonus. And obviously I keep the 2 set as well. They're cumulative. So that's pretty awesome. I'm starting to slowly gear up. I've been using some of the enhancements and mods and whatnot in my existing gear, so that's a good thing. I've been PvPing a little bit, trying to get some of the PvP gear, because I think some of that would be actually an upgrade from what I'm wearing now, sadly enough. Currency, I'm slowly building up my teenies, whatever, commendations and crystals. I've actually got enough commendations to buy some Taiwanese gear. I just don't have the crystals. The crystals drop from the bosses in hard mode. Every boss drops 2 crystals, I think. I think everyone drops 2. The commendations come from just doing dailies, I think. I don't remember. Anyway, I don't know how I've ended up with a lot more of them, but at any rate, the Kalamai come from doing hard mode dailies and weeklies, if I remember correctly. As you can see, I've got a lot less of those. That's because you get less of those when you complete the dailies and the weekly. They also buy better gear. The Taiwanese is kind of like the tier 1 gear, the lowest of the high-end gear. Kalamai would be your tier 2. It's better than the Taiwanese, and the Ricotta gear looks to be the top end. I think the Ricotta gear you mostly get from the rating. At least that's the way I'm looking at it. And again, I'm also slowly building up PvP stuff as well, but it's going to be a while, I think, before I can get anything from PvP. Anyway, my companions are really loving me, so let's talk to them.
My lord, I think we make an excellent team. Truly, destiny herself has conspired to bring us together.
I'm sorry, Talos. I like you, but I just don't think of you that way.
Oh, no. No, that's not. I mean, I didn't mean it that way, of course. I've learned so much at your side. My archaeologist's instincts are honed to a razor's edge, or a pick's point, as the case may be.
Oh, that's pretty hilarious.
Cruel nemesis, torment me no further. I surrender. I'm not worthy of finding Orsilio Gan. He was depending on me, and I failed.
Don't give up so easily. We can crack this.
My lord, I would welcome your expertise.
My expertise is shocking people, but alright.
I've even gone back to the medallion to see if my mentor left me any other clue.
If the Imperial Reclamation Service knew how many codes I violated trying to decipher this medallion, they'd have me stripped of my rank.
Is it possible the solution is not on the medallion itself? Did your mentor give you anything else?
The only thing that came with the medallion was the chain, but it clearly wasn't part of the original.
That's it. The chain was new when Orsilio Gan gave it to me. That means he's the one who attached it in the first place. Thank you, my lord.
I often find when something's difficult, it helps to approach it from another direction.
Once again, my limitations are exposed. If you'll excuse me, I must examine the chain more closely. I'm confident it's the key to finding him.
It also helps if you can shoot 2.5 gigawatts of electricity out of your hands. But that takes a long time to learn.
I am truly honored to serve such a personage as you, Master. History will remember your name. Not mine, but definitely yours.
Hey, Sith. We make a pretty good team.
Hey, I got a name.
I was thinking I might take off after I found Reich, but the old job just doesn't sound quite as appealing.
I'd be honored to have you with me.
Maybe sometime I'll take you out into open space, show you the thrill of lying in wait for a big freighter and a big payoff. I may be out of the game, but my skills are sharper than ever.
Penis helicopter. Alright. 1 legacy experience gained. Worth it.
My lord, you are as a living god.
Finally, somebody
I would
recognizes.
serve you to death. I would call you father. I would guard your legacy.
I am your father.
Just do as I say, and I don't care what you do besides.
No, wait.
Yes.
That's not exactly what I wanted. Oh god. What has science done? Okay.
My lord, I would serve.
That would be an honor.
Thank you, lord.
Damn, 273. I'll take that. Alright. Now, let's see what our standing is. Andronikos, 7.1k. Ajar, of course, in 1,000. Kimval, I haven't given any gifts to him. Poor Kimval. The first companion he all gets forgotten about. Don't worry, I'll max you out too. Talos. Or Professor Brody. 7.5k. Zalik is, wow, 9.1k. He's about in romance territory. Oh, wait, no. I don't... I wonder if you can romance him once the same-sex romance options go in. Ooh, a little, Sith on bone
Do
action.
you require anything, Master? A hot meal, perhaps?
Alright.
Conversation?
Anyway,
Foot
just
rest?
thought I'd catch you up.
Just say the word.
For the most part, I've just been doing the same hard modes. It seems like everybody pretty much does the same hard modes. Everybody does Black Talon a lot. I've done Black Boarding Party a few times. I see some people doing the Foundry, though I haven't got a group for it yet. Other than that, that's pretty much all I see people doing. But if I can get a group for one, something different, I'll throw you guys in. I'll record it. I really want to wait till I'm better geared before I do even a pickup raid. I don't know if it's even necessary as a healer, but I would just feel more comfortable if I was, better geared for it. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Okay, folks, I just figured this out. Remember when I saw these Warzone accommodations that had 1,000, I thought they were worthless? Well, here's something they don't bother to explain to you. And this is important because your maximum Warzone accommodations are 1,000, so any more you get than that are completely wasted. So, remember those Champions bags I was getting before that I was getting as a result of a quest? Well, you can also buy them from the PvP vendors that are next to the PvP terminals for 200 Warzone accommodation and 200 mercenary accommodation. Where the hell do mercenary accommodations come from? Mercenary accommodations are bought from that same vendor for 30 Warzone accommodations. So what you can do is sit there and buy 200 mercenary accommodations, and once you have, I think I read it was, I forget what the exchange rate. But once you have a bunch, you can get basically exchange up to the point that you have 200 Warzone accommodations and 200 mercenaries. Buy a champion gear bag, which I'm doing now. Now you've got the champion gear bag. Now in the bag, oh, whoops, you don't sell it back to the vendor. You open it up. Nope, you don't transport to the fleet. You open the bag. More often than not, you're going to get more Centurion. You're going to get Centurion accommodations, and you're going to get Champion commendation. Now, the Champion commendations are useless to you until you get Valor rank 50, which is your PvP rank. So those are just going to sit in your currency tab, worthless for a while. You also get some money, big deal. So you also might get an unassembled champion piece, I believe. Which, if that's the case, if it's champion, that's also useless to you until you get Valor 50. But if you can get it, that's great. It'll be useful later. Go ahead and grab them. Now you want to make this conversion because one, the Warzone accommodations themselves pretty worthless because all you can really buy are some of these low-level items. Well, let me take it back. Some of this stuff might be useful at low levels. At 50, not so much. So once you hit 50, you'll want to be transferring them into the mercenaries, and again, buy these bags. Now, obviously, I'm not going to have enough to buy more because I've only got what, 200. Yeah, 226 war zones left. So, but now, well, actually, I just finished 2 quests, PvP quests.
Come back anytime.
So let's turn those in. We got a worthless 24 item and some money. But I also got my choice of champion gear bag, which is my choice, or a battle master gear bag, which again, worthless until Valor rank 60. So choose the gear bag. Again, gonna open it. Oh, look, and I actually did get an unassembled champion master force implant. So, I got really lucky there, which is awesome. You'll see it requires Sith Inquisitor or Jedi Counselor. I believe that always will be for your class, so they don't dick you on that one. But I did read you can get duplicates, so you can get unlucky on that. So let's go ahead and take those. Now, I can't use the champion yet, but we'll go ahead and look.
Care to take a look at our ordnance?
No, oops.
For the Empire.
For the Empire.
My lord, it's an honor to serve.
Was it Champion or Centurion? That's, I always get those two mixed up.
The Minister of Logistics is making sure the war effort is well supplied.
Now see, I got a unassembled champion master forced implant. So I could actually use this now. Let's see, do they have a Force Mystic implant? I don't think they do. I think all the side items, like held items, implants, are Force Master only. You can tell by looking at this, you're screwed if you're colorblind, which I slightly am, which makes this a little bit harder, but you can just see what's red versus green. I can see I can buy that. Just doing another quick look through. You can buy that one. So I think it's just those two. Oh, some of these I can buy. I'll look at those later. One thing at a time. Oh, some of these, Stalker, that's for the melee types. Obviously, I'm not interested in those. Survivor, that's melee too. Yeah, accuracy and defense. Alright, so let's look at the first two. Real quick. Force Master's Implant. Was the first one, right? Or was it? Damn it. Damn you, red and green. Alright, so this one is 76 endurance, 66 willpower, 46 expertise, which is again is the PvP stat, 48 crit, and 40 alacrity. Alacrity usually is pretty worthless. In PvP, actually not so much. I really don't give a shit about PvP though. Basically, I'm looking at items that I can use to shore up weaknesses in my PvE stats though. So let's check that other item. Unfortunately, this is also alacrity. Fantastic. 76 endurance, 66 willpower, crit, and alacrity. What was the other one? Yeah, I know it had alacrity. Wait, what? Are they the same thing? (76, 66, 48, 48, 76, 66, 76, 66, 48, 48. Wait, why do they have two of the same thing? I'm not reading that right. Wrong, am I? Hold on, I'm writing this down for a second. You will wait just 1 second. 76, 66, 48, 48. And 76, 66, 48, 48. Wait, what's the point of that? Why have... Don't quite understand the point of that. But they have both the exact same stats. That's very odd. And they both have expertise, right? I didn't just completely overlook that. No? I don't get it. That's kind of like they did that in beta where different items would have the exact same stats. But alright, well, anyway, I'll go ahead and buy this because it is significantly better than either of the items I have now. And there's nothing else I can spend it on anyway, really. Yes. Let's go ahead and equip
For the Empire.
that. Which one was it? Which one was it better than all around? Cosmic Resolve System. Yep. Alright, now let's look at my currency. Now on the PvP side, the tier system, my understanding is it goes Centurion, which you can wear at any PvP level as long as you're 50. Champion, which you need to be Valor rank 50, and then Battle Master, which is rank 60. And you have to do more trading around shenanigans.
You won't find a better bargain.
As you can see, for Battle Master commendations, you need 1,000 Warzone commendations and 1,000 Mercenary commendations. I don't know if that's the only way to get Battle Master commendations, but that's one way.
Come back anytime.
But I don't think I'll be bothering with that because, again, I don't really give a shit about PvP. So, let's look at the... Damn it. Let's click random buttons. I think that works well. Let's look at the Centurion gear.
My lord.
Well, let's look at the Champion gear
honor
again
to
because it
serve.
acted like it was letting me wear it. I don't quite understand that. Like, there's not a requirement on it, right? I mean, I'm not seeing a requirement. I don't understand that. Oh, I see. They do it backwards. They make the money, they make the currency the thing that that is red that requires you to have the Valor rank that instead of the item. That's completely ass backwards, but whatever. Alright, let's look at Sincerity
For
here.
the Empire.
Because I have 60 now, so I can buy something. We're going to look at the Force Mystics gear. So we can get boots, gloves, headgear, lower robe, or Mystic's robe. Now boots, obviously we're not... Oh wait, no, boots I didn't replace. So with boots, I gained some... actually not much endurance, oddly enough. Lose some willpower, lose crit, lose surge, would gain alacrity. Unfortunately, a lot of this crap has alacrity, which is, again, nice for PvP. Not very useful for me for PvE. Gain some power, which is nice, I guess. A lot of these, unfortunately, it's looking like... Well, definitely not taking the gloves. The headgear looks pretty nice overall, which was so weird. Some of this stuff I actually lose endurance, which blows my mind. Lose endurance, gain it in willpower, lose power. I mean, gain power, lose crit, lose surge. The pants overall are, oddly enough, the pants are the one item that actually gives me a crit upgrade. Go figure. And the robe, which I'm actually considering just to get finally get a robe upgrade, but I lose 1 endurance, lose 14 willpower, gain expertise, gain power, lose crit, and gain alacrity. Wow. These items suck pretty bad. Yeah, overall these items kind of blow. Not gonna lie, these items suck. Kinda. Man, that's a hell of a... Oh, and I got a nice legs. I do have nice legs. And my pants are nice too. I'm thinking maybe the helm. I might replace that. Cause that's and most of these, honestly, most of these are not actual upgrades. Now that I actually look at them, they're not upgrades for normal usage. I might go with a helm, just honestly, 1 for looks, and 2, it's like one of the least shitty, even though I lose 15 endurance. You know what, Luke? Like I said, again, it just blows my mind that you lose endurance putting on a PvP helm over a helm that I've been wearing. Wow, amazing. Anyway, let's... You know what? Actually, I think we might go with the boots. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go with the boots. I could have looked at some of these other items, side items, but might do that later. So, got my first PvP gear.
For the Empire.
Honestly, overall, it's pretty bad gear. So, yeah. Definitely disappointing. I mean, I guess if you're not PvEing at all, it's a decent side grade. And I know I'm probably starting to bore you with all this talk and just thinking about gear, so I'll draw this to a close. But it's an interesting side grade if you're not PvEing at all or want to focus on PvP, but that Centurion gear is pretty shitty, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, that gives you a decent overview of the PvP armor. As always, thanks for watching. I'll get hopefully more new stuff up for you guys soon, and I will see you next time. Alright, going to talk to Talos again. I think he's up to like 8,000 now.
My lord, I've solved it. The chain in the medallion contained a hollow frequency. I wanted you here when I called it.
Don't waste any time. Call.
Oh, it seems too good to be true. I must rely on your judgment that it's not a trick.
Talos, my student. If you are receiving this message, then you have understood the riddle I gave you. I've gone to the tomb of Via Santinus' unnamed apprentice on Aduba 6. I don't understand why, but both Sith and Jedi are after this tomb and its secrets. It's the duty of the Imperial Reclamation Service to preserve this history. If I do not return, come find me and finish my work.
Orsilio Gan is in trouble. He needs me. I must find him.
You really care about him, don't you?
I suppose he was like a father to me. Well, not my father, but other people's fathers. Or an uncle. An older, smiling uncle who brings treats.
I can think
where's
of
a
no
clown
more
outfit?
fitting place to die than a tomb. But I will do my best to return safely.
It teaches me new things about my body that I never knew before. It teaches me the value of secrets. Yeah. Oh.
My lord,
I wasn't looking at a red tube.
Orsilio Gan does not. He's dead.
It pains me terribly to hear it.
He was pursued by both Jedi and Sith. He managed to use the tomb's traps against them, but in the process he imprisoned himself. His discoveries are amazing. They will make a wonderful paper, but I can't help but wonder if it was worth dying for.
You've given your life to reclaiming the Empire's past.
Damn!
Are you telling me it's not worth dying for?
You know, you're right. How silly it was of me to doubt. And to think I was considering tendering my resignation. Oh, what would Orsilio Gan think if he could see me now? I must continue his work. Thank you for restoring my faith, my lord.
I'm happy to see you're so pleased.
The historical mind is ever curious and never sated.
Damn, plus 612. Holy crap. Yeah, needless to say, he wants to talk to me again.
Galaxy will continue
In
trembling at
private.
your approach if it knows what's good for it, Master. Maker knows I do.
My lord, I just wanted to thank you again. The wonders I have seen working by your side are more than I could have ever hoped. Truly, you are a paragon among Sith and the Empire.
I agree.
I seek only knowledge. If it serves the Empire, then good.
That's precisely what I admire about you, my lord. Your love of knowledge. It's gone out of practice, but there's evidence that certain non-Force users used to pledge themselves as loyal vassals to true Sith. These vassals and their families were bound to the Sith and their family for generations. Will you accept my pledge to you and your heirs?
I would be remiss to turn down such a heartfelt offer.
It's an honor to serve you.
You're my slave now. And all of your heirs. Not that you will ever feel the touch of a woman, but still. Damn, up to 923, so he's actually surpassed. Yeah, he's past Zalek now. Though Zalek is, got his, little eye holes twinkling for me right now. But, anyway, just wanted to pick you guys up for that. Nothing else too exciting going on.